Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got your link down there, good to go?
Yeah, we got the link in the description. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, Mr. Transaction, and Mr. Kris Haskins in the building. Yes, sir.
What
Kris,
up?
what's up, brother?
Good to see you, my friend. Eddie, you're looking good. You're growing your hair out some a little bit, I see.
Yeah, man. You know, man. Just doing some things. I like to switch it up, man. I don't even like seeing myself the same all the time. So I change my room, all kind of stuff. It just irritates me seeing the same all the
That's right.
time. Made me go nuts. Might
I'm good
lose
with
it a
that.
bit, Kris.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Hey, guys, it's Mr. Transaction. My mission statement is to set you financially free through creative real estate strategies, guys.
I
Let's
like
get
it.
to the money. So, Brother
I
Kris,
like it.
tell us how you have survived during the pandemic when a lot of landlords not making anything right now. A lot of
That's right.
landlords, because we're marketing to landlords, and a lot of them guys are ready to sell. They're ready to sell. And then, of course, the CDC put it off till December, Kris. Can't get
It's
your
not
money
funny.
till December.
I'm not laughing.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
lovingly laughing with them. I'm not laughing at them.
Man, I got a tenant that booked too, but he came back in. He skipped about 2 months on. I know I'm watching. He skipped about 2 months, but he back paying. So I'm gonna keep him in up. It's at least up next month too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's something, Eddie. I'm telling you. All my mentors are, and I got mentors that have, one of my mentors has over 300 doors, right? And he can't even foresee how we're going to come out of this. So I'm like, shit, he's been in it since the 1980s. If he can't foresee this, Eddie, and you and me only got, what, 15, 16 years, how the heck am I foresee how we're going to come out of this thing, especially as we approach the holidays, Eddie? I'm worried about our real estate investors.
Man, not only that, man, they say it's about nine, I think between 5 and 9 million people behind on their payments.
Wow, man. It's scary, Eddie. That's why I want, for your viewers, I want them to have some stability like we've had over the last. I haven't missed a bump regarding, we deal with government subsidized tenants. And that way the government, even if they lose their job, the government pays 100% of the rents, Eddie. That's exactly why I got into it back in 2007.
Oh, so your first one was in 07 when you first had your Section 8 tenant.
Well, what happened to me, Eddie, when I started in 04, right? I bought a couple rental properties. I thought the way to become wealthy in real estate was buy rental properties, get $100 a month cash flow, and then pay the mortgage off over the next whatever years. Let your tenant pay it off. Well, in theory, that does work, but in real life, tenants
That's if your
tenants
tenant
don't like
is
to pay rent.
paying, right?
They don't like to pay rent. So for me, Eddie, every month I would be in the bed every month at the end of the month. I would just my stomach would hurt. I would start to get grouchy. Who's not going to pay rent next week? Who's going to call me, ask for an extension? Who's going to say, Kris, I had something happen to my family. I can't pay. Who wouldn't call me at all and would just not pay and just wait for me to evict them? It was just a horrible existence for me.
Man, that's so stressful. I messed around, Kris, and put a friend out of college. I'm not out of college, but out of high school. She was down on her luck, she needed rent. Boy, oh God. She needed a place to rent. I put in that, Kris. She paid for 2 months. Then she kept making up excuses for 2 to 3 more months before I had to evict her. So she ended up getting about 4 months for free, man.
For free.
Thank God I own the property free and clear, so I wasn't really sweating it. But still. That's 5 months of $850 I didn't collect.
You still got taxes and insurance, whether you got a mortgage or not.
Yep, and maintenance.
Yep. So, generally speaking, Eddie, a lot of let's just say our average landlords, they're going to have a mortgage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're going to have a mortgage. So you got, how many, I think about how many children I could have put through college, how many single moms I could have helped with all of the mortgage payments that I paid on behalf of my tenants living in my property. Who knows, man? Just tens of thousands of dollars I threw away paying mortgages, Eddie. I wish I could have helped. I could have helped so many more people with that money.
Yeah. Well, hey, you don't know what you don't know, Kris.
Yeah. So I got sick of it.
Now the properties, I got 2 properties. Most of mine I lease out on lease purchases and
Me
stuff
too.
like that.
Me
But
too.
I got 2 that's on Section 8. And I tell you what, boy, that money been hitting every month. Every month, brother Kris. Shoot, like clockwork.
No problem.
That's one thing I can say, man. Your money's gonna come. Your
Every
money's
month.
guaranteed, man. So that makes you sleep good at night too, man. If you got a portfolio of rentals, because some you want to keep, you don't want to sell off all of them. You want to keep some, but that cash flow is really about the cash flow at the end of the day. And if you're gonna have some that you're gonna keep forever and just hold for long term, I highly advise, man, getting a Section 8 tenant. So you don't have to worry about your money. Now, what do you do, Kris, as far as like them maintaining the home? Because I've had problems in the past where I had people in there and they was on Section 8, man. They had the house so nasty.
Yeah, it can happen. It can happen, Eddie. Well, that's why when we created the Landlord's Guide to Section 8 housing, there's 4 modules, right? The locations, pre-screening, pre-inspection, post-inspection. So the screening portion of the course is the longest one. It's about 4 to 5 hours, showing you how to screen tenants, because that's going to make or break your income. If they tear your place up, which they can and they will if you don't screen them properly, your joint be roach infested, just like mine has been in the past.
Yeah, man. Mine roach infested. Oh my God, man.
Smoking, drinking, partying, drugging, condoms. I have condoms in the sewer line. Tampon. They tear you up. They tear you up, right? So yeah, you got to screen them, Eddie, and then you talk to the previous landlord too to make sure that you're getting a tenant that's going to be ideal. We have an acronym for the I.D.E.A.L tenant.
Now, I like one thing Ron always said. He said, if you ever meeting a tenant, if you meeting when you got to walk past their car, take a look at their car, and if their car nasty, they use their house going to be the same.
That's right. A lot of times I see somebody's car, Eddie, where it's so junky, the only place to actually sit is in the driver's seat. You seen one of those?
Yeah, man.
So much crap. So their house is all tore up. All tore up.
That's how your house going to look.
Yep. So yeah. Be indicative. The car is indicative of how the house will be. You're absolutely right, brother.
So, Kris, did you miss any of your tenants? Did they miss any payments?
Not a one, Eddie. Matter of fact, today's the 8th. We got a direct deposit on the 3rd. I think the 3rd was a Monday. I mean, yeah, a Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. It comes in like clockwork. Get this big chunk of money that comes in. When the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Department deposits your money, they don't break it up into each house. They give you a big chunk for all of them put together, as long as you're in the same municipality. But yeah, not on my Section 8 tenants, no problems. But what's concerning me moreover is as we approach the holidays, Eddie, Section 8 is going to be fine.
Right.
They're not moving. Right. I have yet to have a Section 8 tenant move in the holidays time. They got their family there. Well, I haven't. But private pay,
don't move, man, unless they leases up.
Yeah, if the leases up.
Out, man, you really don't have. I haven't had any move out early, unless I put them out. But normally, they ride the whole lease out.
They're ready. Yeah, they're ready.
Either they can't just go and switch the voucher that quick. So that's a process by itself. Because they get a voucher. So that's another good nugget too, guys. They just can't go up and leave in the middle of the night. But they got to transfer their voucher over to another place.
That's right. Further making it better.
Man. I love that money hitting every month, man. Guaranteed. I don't have to go, hey, man, it's the 5th. Want my money?
You're right.
It's a blessing. I just want to see it, man. They're doing the right thing. They making the deposits.
All my private pay now, they're always late. They're just late.
Yeah, you know that, man.
They're just late. Especially come time to holidays.
What's up, Rosanna?
So the thing about this, I don't know why. Like, matter of fact, I get a call. I think I get a call once a day or an email from around the country. People emailing me, asking me about what they should do because of this moratorium on evictions. My tenant hasn't paid in 2 or 3 months and I can't evict them. What should I do? Should I pay him to leave? Should I work it out? Should I wipe the rent clean? Well, Kris, what should I do? And I'm telling them, I'm like, I've been trying to tell you to do Section 8. I'm like, I haven't missed a beat. And I'm not saying I'm any better or worse, Eddie. I'm like, we get our direct deposits every month, but then when I say at least consider Section 8, you're like, I don't want to do that. I ain't doing that. I just don't understand. Maybe, well, anyway, I'm not, I'm not trying to say that they're in the wrong for thinking that, but what I'm saying is, why not consider partnering up with the biggest, baddest business in the land? The United States government.
And get paid, guaranteed. But see, a lot of people too, Kris, have horror stories from people who had bad Section 8 tenants, and that's why they always say, I don't want to rent out the Section 8, I don't want to rent out the Section 8. They hear other people horror stories. You got to see for yourself, people. Don't listen to somebody who heard it from somebody. No, you want to hear from the horse's mouth. And then it depends on how they screen the tenant. Even if you rent it out to a regular person, you got to make sure you screen the tenant. But I tell you what, the chances of Section 8 payment not in your account versus a regular person you renting out, man, come on.
Which one you gonna bet? Let me ask you, which one you gonna bank on? Which one you gonna bet on, Eddie?
I got a million on Section 8 right now. Okay.
I bet it all. I bet it all. Let's let it ride. 10,000, 100,000. I bet. Look, which one? That would be nice if you could bet on Section 8 income.
Ooh.
Rosanna, as a matter of fact, Rosanna Jackson is a housing caseworker. She's one of the trainers in the course. She's been in that business since 2001 and just dropping how to screen, how to locate these tenants. A lot of good useful information for Rosanna. Shouts out to Rosanna Jackson.
Thank you, Rosanna. Guys, you got any questions? Put them in the chat. You can get Kris course, and he gave us a special price too, guys.
Today only.
He put a lot of work into this.
Oh my gosh.
You need this because no matter what the economy does, who knows what it's going to do. They flow so much money into this economy, man. I'm seeing people getting SBA loans out the yin yang. Everybody got SBA loans, stimulus money. Man, they flooding this. Man, I don't understand how they can continue to do it.
It's something that I'm just like, I just want to be on the receiving end. I'm done asking questions. Yeah. I just want to be a part of it. Let me partner with. Yeah. It's weird. I just got my first payment thing in the mail today. My payment for my SBA loan is due in June 2021. That is weird.
Wow. Guys, any questions, put it in the chat. Guys, remember, listen, be successful in this business. You need that residual income. Residual income. Residual income. I'm going to keep beating it in your head, man. You need that residual income. That way, if you don't flip a house, if you don't wholesale a house, a wholesale lease option a house, or sandwich lease a house, or whatever, your bills are paid every month. Your wife not slap you across the head. You're cool. So work on that, guys. And the ones that you're gonna hold on to for the long term, put Section 8 tenants in there. Learn how to pre-screen them and everything. Through Kris course, learn how to get the right one because you do got some bad ones. I've had some bad ones. Yep. So learn how to pre-screen the correct way. And some of these people stay in your house for years and years and years and years and just pay their mortgage off. And now you got properties free and clear. You don't owe any money on. And you just, man, that's your own bank. Your bank will just keep depositing your checks every month. Every month. That's your own personal bank.
That's when you start winning the game, my friend. When you pay, Section 8 has helped me not only pay my mortgages down, I done paid off some houses with Section 8. When I look back of it, I've been teaching lease options heavy for years, and it's cool too. I'm not mad at lease options, but when I really look at the engine that has driven my real estate business through the roof, it's just that every month, boom, boom, boom.
They're like compound interest.
Boom. Yep. It's just like, and then you look back, you're like, damn, they paid the mortgage down $50,000. Then after the mortgage only got $5,000. Then it's gone. It's truly amazing. I'm living proof.
You just getting them checks every single month, guaranteed.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Charlie Brown, yep, Hip Pocket National Bank. Rosanna, are you able to take over home? St. Louis in the building. Are you able to take over home subject to our owner finance and rent it out Section 8? Yep. That's the ones that I have rented out now, subject to I give them Section 8 money. Yeah, you're the owner on the title. Guys, I'm telling you, this guaranteed money, man. I love it.
I think I wanted to stay where you were at, Eddie, about listening to other people with the horror stories about Section 8. I think the people that call me have listened to those other people. And I just want to caution our listeners about, first of all, who are they listening to? Are they listening to?
Say it again, Kris.
I want to caution your viewers. I want to question them and caution them about who they are listening to when it comes to their financial literacy, Because both of us I'm living proof. I'm like, I paid off my houses with Section 8 vouchers. So I don't know who you would be listening to for your viewers, but just make sure you listen to the right people that are doing that are being successful in the Section 8 business, and not only the people that have failed. That's all.
Right. Because there's two sides to the story, guys. Then it's the truth. Don't never go with the first one.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah. Oh, guys, the link is in the description also. Get that course, man, ASAP. Learn how to take man. I'm telling you, change your life dramatically. Let's see the next one. Home buyers. Any advice for newbie with $5,000 to his name?
Home buyers, $5,000. Here's the thing. When I was hanging out with Patrick Bet-David from Valuetainment, I took 40 hours to create a freaking dossier of questions for this guy, right? I was able to sit down with him for 2 hours. And he was explaining to me how much time he puts in to asking his mentors questions. And he told me, Kris, for every 1 hour I spend with my attorney, I spend 22 hours putting together the questions that I'm going to ask him. And he says, Kris, I think people need to get better with their questions. Home buyers, I'm not saying that you don't have a good question. What I'm saying is we need to frame that up for a newbie. Are you someone that has your cash flow needs met? Are you someone that needs cash flow? Are you someone that has access to other financing? Are you someone that has low cash flow and you're trying to pay your bills? So I'm scared to advise on that one, Eddie. I don't know. I'd like to kind of talk to you about that.
Yeah, you don't really know because we don't know, your cash flow needs. Are you still working?
If your cash flow is low, I don't want you doing nothing but trying to figure out how you get some income. Real estate is not one of those. Eddie, you can do wholesaling, but I think a lot of gurus out here, man, are really painting a picture that this thing is easy, and I just
man. Oh my God! And then they listen to other people who lying, talk about, oh man, I made $1 million the first year.
They know they're lying, Eddie. They're lying.
$1 million your first year wholesaling house. This is a lot of dang on houses, boy. You got to get a whole squad. You need about 10, 15 people. You got to be in several different markets.
Man, shit.
Man,
I don't like doubting. I don't like doubt, but I'm like, how much work it would take to do $1 million in wholesaling a year?
Yeah.
Starting out without systems in place, virtual assistants. You got to have the software. I mean, the software a month is going to cost you $500-$600.
Man, you got software. You got to put people in place.
Acquisitionists, boots on the ground. I mean,
now you can make a good living wholesaling. You can make your 6 figures a year.
Yeah. Not starting out though, Eddie. Can you do that in a month? These dudes are like 30 days. You're going to get 30 days.
30 days in this market. I don't see. You probably have to be in a couple of different markets.
Yeah, a couple of different markets. That's right. So I just want your viewers to know that real estate is not the easiest business in the world. I know a lot of the gurus, I'm not naming any names, but I'm saying a lot of the gurus make it seem like, get a house under contract and just sell it.
Yeah, like this. Everything, you get it under contract. The title is very clean. Your buyer is already here in 2 or 3 days.
They're waiting.
Wow. You got a check.
$20,000.
Oh,
Don't
they
work
don't tell
like
you
that.
about the man title issues. Man, the seller might be acting crazy about giving you a key to the house. They
Tenant.
don't get you there every chance. The end buyer fall through sometimes. They don't come through and close. Boy, it's more than me that
Tenant don't want to let you in. Next door neighbor don't like the owner.
oh,
Man,
God.
shoot, there's so much mess.
Man, I tell people, man, because I got a student now, they think you just become a millionaire in 1 year, man. You gotta take your time with this. And plus, there's so many different moving parts. Like, first you gotta buy the house, then you gotta get rid of the house. So it's two processes, well, a couple of processes. But it just, guys, it take work.
Man, it's
People say
not easy.
you just send a text message out and they you close the deal automatically, man. Boy, you got to put in some work. You're gonna be plenty follow-up calls, man, negotiations.
Well, that's why I like Section 8. It's almost, I don't like to use the word guarantee, but the government will print the money for the Section 8 tenants. And even if they do lose their job, Eddie, as you know, the government will carry 100% of the rents, whatever they agree to pay with you, right? So it's almost like we're covered. We're backed by the biggest business in town, the United States government, hedged against recession, depression, whatever happened, pandemic. We're hedged.
St. Louis, thanks. She said,
Hey, Sarai, thank you. Thank you for supporting our mission.
you're gonna learn a lot. KC, does the course only work for Virginia or is it universal?
This landlord's guide to Section 8 housing is coast to coast. Matter of fact, the trainers in there are from one from Rosanna is from California.
Yeah.
Jessica Siegel is New York. I've got my boy Daniel. He's in Florida, New Jersey. So in Brooklyn, KC, the Section 8 housing choice voucher program is coast to coast, my friend. I would not worry about whether it's going to work. It works in every town. Every town.
Guys, man, thank you, Kris, for putting together such a detailed course. I wish I had this when I got my first Section 8 tenant. Because that's the only reason I don't have so many on Section 8. Because I was picking the wrong people, man. I'm just going with the person just because they had a voucher. Oh, you got a voucher? Okay, come on. Shit, man. I'm getting called freaking couple of times a week, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. The septic tank stopped up. The toilet, little badass kids done put a plastic toy in the doggone in the toilet, man. Golly. But I was picking some bad ones, man. I'm telling you, man.
The screening process is crucial. Well, we go visit. I'm a teacher in the course. We'll have a whole training, it's a whole module in showing you how to conduct a home visit where we go visit the tenant where they live now.
Oh.
You got to visit them right now. So you know
now tell me how powerful that is, Kris. What you learned from that visit?
You better. Well, the thing is, you got you can't just obviously have is a way to conduct it, right? So you got to make sure when you're speaking to them, listen. If we just want to pop by, I was in the area. Mind if I just stop by for a visit? And if usually though 9 times out of 10 they have no problem, but some people are like if they get defensive, they're not your tenant. If they say that's illegal, they're not your tenant. If they have any problem, well, you can't do that. What do you mean you go? Not the people you're looking for. You're looking for the person that's going to say, you know what? Why not? This is out of the ordinary, but what have I got to lose? Come on over.
What I got to hide? Come on over.
What I got to hide? If you whack and you dirty, you got roaches and you're filthy and all that stuff.
You don't want nobody to come over. And you don't feel like cleaning up.
Won't clean up. Right? So yeah, that home visit is paramount because people can lie. There's a document you get with the application, right? The landlord verification, where the current or previous landlord will tell you how they treated the place. It's about 15 questions that you give them with the application.
Oh man!
But that can be fudged, right? It can be. I'm not saying that it is all the time, but it can. I've had them fudged. But you can't fudge the home inspection. The home visit. You can't fake the home visit when we show up at your door. You can't fake that one.
That is right. That is true.
And we give your people a discount. If you go to that link in the video description, you're going to get half off. That does end tonight. Just for your guys, if we did a Labor Day special, I'm just honored. I spent about 250 hours research from 2007, putting this thing together for you. And my thing is this: it's coming from the heart. It's coming from the spirit that I want to give. I want to pour into your people. And I'm telling you, man, from what I've seen as we approach these holidays, rent, you might as well forget about it.
Man, you know how they already are before the pandemic. Now Christmas and Thanksgiving coming up. Oh, I just lost my job.
That's my point.
I
That's
lost
my point.
Look.
Shopping's down, right? Everybody's on Amazon.
Oh, and then they already know you can't get put out to December.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm concerned for our economy. I'm concerned for the real estate market throughout this country. A lot of uncertainty going on, Eddie.
Man, who the heck imagine 2020 going to start off like this, man?
Something, right?
It's been wild, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother Kris.
Okay.
That's everything we got. That's it. Any last words, Kris?
Well, here's the thing. My last words to your viewers are: in life, we have so much unknowns and uncertainty. For me, it's like I remember when I just made an assertive decision in 2007. I remember I was in eviction court every other month because I was renting to people, Eddie, and they would just
remind me, Kris. Oh, that's when I first started too. That's why I didn't get that many rentals at the beginning, man. I'm like, I leave that to somebody else. I used to pick bad tenants, man. It look like I said, you a bad tenant? Come on. Because them jokers end up paying 2 or 3 months. I got to go to freaking eviction court, sitting there all day waiting. Oh, God.
That's rough.
Flashback, man.
I see your face. You really feeling that.
Woo.
We were probably at the same time dealing with the same mess. So I just like
all these years in the game teacher, man. Guys, y'all better listen, man. This 16 years plus 16 years to go.
30 some years.
A lot of game you guys get, man. A lot of information to make your life easier.
Yeah,
now, do you recommend Kris going over, like, let's say the Section 8 tenant is in for a year? Do you recommend going periodically to check on the property or what?
You can. Well, the good thing about it is the housing department, they do their own inspection every year.
Right.
But there's no one, I always tell my clients, no one cares about your house more than you do. No one does. So we go by, I drive by them at least 3 times a year. I'm always driving by my places. I just like to drive by, see what's going on. Sometimes they'll have a dog. Like you'll see a fence. I'm like, damn, they put a fence up. They got a dog. So you got to address that. They might have some type of cars in the yard, debris everywhere. So you got to just make sure you at least put your eye on the exterior. Then you're going inside. I mean, I recommend you to do that once a year, but I don't do it as much as I should. I should do it more, but so much going on. I haven't done that. Right. But I want your people, as this uncertainty. I remember 2005, 6, 7 for me, I was so uncertain about whether I was going to get rent. It was a miserable existence. And I just don't want that for your viewers. I don't want that for my people. I don't want that for my people. So if you think it's rough now getting rent, don't take my word for it. Just wait. Just wait. Let's see. I don't like operating by the let's wait and see mantra. I'm like, I'm not going to wait and see if this pandemic gets worse throughout the holiday.
You got to take action and prevent it if you can.
Right now, I'm vigilant with making sure. I want to make sure that I'm vigilant with getting my rents, that I want to guarantee that I'm going to be able to feed my family. I want to make sure that I'm partnering up with businesses and companies like the government that have these programs set up to pay whether or not the economy is going up, down, left, right, backwards, forwards, or sideways, right? So that's just the attitude that I like to take, and I hope your viewers will do the same.
Guys, man, take action, man, and protect yourself. Because like when that market crashed last time, I only had 3 properties cash flowing. And nobody was wholesaling, nothing was going on for like 6 to 8 months. Everybody was in a panic, and man, you think the coronavirus is bad. Boy, when that crash hit everybody, man, I only know like 1 or 2 people out of probably 100 investors that stuck around. Everybody else was gone, man.
Gone.
They got jobs and stuff.
Gone. Shoot, I thought about it myself, man, but I'm like, That's all I knew. I didn't have a skill set to go get a job at that time. Shoot.
And I had one friend, man, 50 properties, man, 50 subject to properties, cash flowing, man, like crazy. His life wasn't affected a bit, Kris. And
I
he
bet
kept
he was.
telling me, like, when I got started, because he was in the game like 5 or 6 years before me. And so, you know, you're a newbie, you wholesaling them deals, man. You think you all that, man. I ain't studying that. I just made 20,000. I just made 30,000.
Yeah,
Go
right.
ahead, Pops. Man, Pops would give me some real game because I would have listened when it crashed. I went through a down cycle when the market crashed. I had to figure it out. So I had some stressful months, man. I had to figure it out. Thank God I had just closed on a probate deal for like 60 grand. So that held me over. So I can start. That's when I went and got a short sale coach. So I reinvested in myself. Got a short sale coach and started doing modifications, man. I had to figure it out. But it was a down period, man.
That's something. You think you got that money, right?
Come on, man. Kris.
Not only guaranteed, it's guaranteed monthly money, you know, and I'm not talking about the one time here and there. That's why I love these. When I get those leases signed from the tenant, I'm like, this piece of paper is worth $1,200 a month for the next year. It's worth, so that's 12 times 12. That's 14,000 future money. I'm not talking about forget getting money checks right now. We're talking about passive over time because
every single month, guys, and that's how you want to operate your business. Don't let's start with one house at a time.
1, 2.
You gotta go crazy. Oh, I gotta go ahead and get 50 houses. Man, set a realistic goal, man. Especially if you got a job. Say I'm gonna do 3 houses this year, 3 or 4 houses I'm gonna buy this year, and put somebody in. You can buy them subject to or owner finance, however you want to buy it, and put Section 8 tenants in there. As long as you own, put Section 8 tenants in that, guys, and cash flow and build your real estate portfolio, and get you some houses free and clear that will take care of you for the rest of your life. Just say if your bill's only $5 grand, then you got 10,000 coming in residual every single month. As long as you don't exceed your income every single month, you know you're good. You got $5,000 to reinvest and have a little fun with and save. So, guys, man, take care of yourself.
It's taking me time though, Eddie. I look back over it. You know, I remember when I had my Section 8 tenants back in the day. I just had them to pay my mortgages. That's all they did at that time, you know.
Yeah.
But at least the joint was getting paid. You know, it wasn't like wasn't like with my private pay. Shoot, it might be. I don't know if they pay them. I don't know if the mortgage. You know, if they didn't pay, then I had to pay the mortgage. So even if you do have a mortgage, it's like, listen, at least you know the mortgage is getting paid down.
That was stressful, man. Have to come up with them extra payments when you got to evict somebody. And now you got to wait 30 to 60 days before you get the house back occupied.
Stress. You got another question down there, Eddie. I think came in, Michael. You want to have a certain percentage of your rentals at Section 8. Well, Michael, I can't tell you how you're going to run your business. For me, all I do is lease options in Section 8. I've got lease options or Section 8.
Me too.
I don't necessarily, you know, I don't discriminate against private pay. I just don't even offer it to the market. I just stick it on the Section 8 list, and the Landlord's Guide to Section 8 Housing, which is in the link below, will show you where these people are hiding.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a waiting list. Man, it's a waiting list in Atlanta, man, like a year.
Shit, up here is 5 years, yeah. I mean, you got way more supply than you got demand. I'm sorry, you got way more demand than supply. So that's how I like it.
Wow, I thought it was bad down here.
It's about 5 years up here, dog.
Man, so it's only a year here.
Man,
wow.
Shoot. It's crazy.
Man, I thought a year was long. Whoa.
Man, you ain't getting on it here, dude. I mean, you're talking years, man. I met people that call me, Kris, I've been on this thing for I've been on a wait list for 4 years. Finally got my back. I'm telling you, man. It's no joke. So they're happy. These people are they're elated. When they meet somebody that's professional, empathetic, cares about them, is diligent with working with them, they are like, okay, this dude's going to treat me right. I'll stay with this guy. He's not trying to take advantage of me, put me down for having a voucher.
Right.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, so, Michael, you know, it depends on your cash flow needs, I would say.
Yeah.
What your long-term projection is, you know. What's your long-term projection with the properties you have?
Yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm like, this is what we do. And it's worked for us. I don't know what's I don't know what's working for Michael, but it's working for us.
Me too. Automatic. It's automatic. Lease purchase of Section 8.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Okay. I think that's it.
All right, guys. So, guys, the offer expires tonight at 12. Go in the description, get your course, and take your financial future to the next level, man. Take control of your financial future. Don't leave it in the hands of your boss to nobody else, because at the end of the day, it's our responsibility.
Yeah. I think that's a big one, though, Eddie. I think a lot of us, and including me, I remember when I was struggling in 2010 to maybe 14. I didn't want it to, it's easy to go to work and follow directions, and I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's so much easier. It's less stress on the mind. You don't have to think, okay, just tell me what to do. Give me my check. I'm going home,
Right.
And some people would need that, and I'm not saying this is for everybody. I just didn't have that. It wasn't in the cards for me, so I had to figure a way out. I had to figure it out.
Unemployable, man.
Unemployable. Yeah. It's easier to do that.
And that crossed my mind a couple times. And you have people too, man, you just need to go get a job.
I tell you all the time.
Man, I knew if I would have went and got a job, man, I might not have never returned.
You might
not. Get out, because it's a learning curve to everything. So you had to go learn that job, and then who's to say we would have came out of that job? You might have stuck in that job another 10, 15 years, building somebody else's dream. Yep. Then you turn around, you're 60 years old. What have you done for yourself? You could have been getting you 2 or 3 properties a year in the 15 years that if they had 30-year mortgages in 15 years, they'd be halfway paid off.
Yeah. Yeah, just think long term, brother. Forecast. We're not born thinking long term, Eddie. It's just challenging to kind of look at, 15 years, 20 years. Because we're so addicted to just instant gratification,
Yeah, the microwave age. Now. Now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, brother Kris. Well, thank you, man. God bless you, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for putting the course together, man. Guys, go bless yourself. Have a wonderful evening.
Yep.
We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Okay.